Chosen one, you've been marked for greatness, and no force in this world or beyond can stop what is coming for you. You didn't stumble into this moment by accident. Your steps have been guided. Your path has been divinely carved. What's ahead isn't just a breakthrough. It's a full-blown transformation. Get ready to rise, to shine, and to witness your greatness unfold. You are stepping into your destiny, and every piece of your journey has prepared you for this very moment. Before we begin, Chosen One, watch this video until the very end. There is power in this message, and the longer you stay, the more it will resonate with your spirit. Don't forget to write in the comments your warmest wishes and the number 99. This is how we activate the energy of manifestation together. This is a sacred space. Your wish is a signal to the universe that you're ready. This is the chapter where dreams become reality and the universe bends in your favor. Now, Chosen One, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's step fully into what's meant for you. You didn't come here to live a small life. You didn't come here to blend in, to go unnoticed, or to settle. No. You've always felt different because you are different. That tug in your chest when the world told you to stay quiet. That fire that refused to die no matter how much rejection or pain you faced. It was your greatness refusing to go silent. From the very beginning, you were chosen, not by chance, not by random fate, but by divine appointment. There's something magnetic about your presence, something unexplainable, even to those around you. Some love you for it, some fear you for it, and many misunderstand you because of it. But what they don't realize is that this greatness marked upon your soul was never meant to be contained. It was never meant to be explained away or diluted to make others comfortable. It was meant to blaze trails, break generational limits, and wake up sleeping spirits. You were chosen for such a time as this. And even when it felt like everything was against you, the truth is, everything was being aligned for you. The rejection was protection. The detour was divine direction. The isolation was preparation. You weren't being buried. You were being planted. And now, that seed of greatness is breaking through the surface. Nothing can stop the bloom that's been watered with pain, faith, resilience, and endurance. Some may try to question your rise. They'll wonder how someone like you could ascend so powerfully, so suddenly. But what they'll never understand is the silent battles you fought, the nights you wept in silence, and the moments you had to keep believing when nothing around you made sense. What they'll see as sudden was simply the unveiling of years of preparation. You've been in the shadows long enough. The time has come for your greatness to be seen. And this greatness, it isn't just about you. It's about what you'll unlock for others. You are a blueprint, a testimony, a reminder that the impossible can bow down to belief, that the overlooked can become the overachievers, that the forgotten can rise and lead. Every step you take in your greatness gives silent permission to others to rise too. You're not just walking into your destiny. You're opening a gate for countless others to follow. You see, there's a reason they couldn't stop you. There's a reason the attacks didn't break you. There's a reason the betrayal didn't crush your spirit. Because greatness is marked by resilience. And you, Chosen One, have that resilience burned into your soul. You've walked through fires that would have incinerated others. You've stood tall in storms that would have swallowed others whole. And still, you rise. The calling on your life is bigger than the opposition against you. The purpose planted in your heart is stronger than the doubt whispered in your ear. When you walk in alignment with your calling, every obstacle becomes a stepping stone, every delay becomes a setup, and every closed door becomes a redirection toward something far better. You are not late. You are not behind. You are perfectly aligned for what's coming next. And what's coming next, Chosen One, is undeniable. It's undeniable breakthrough, undeniable influence, undeniable impact. You are about to move in such a way that the world will have no choice but to notice. You're not asking for permission anymore. You're not shrinking to fit anymore. You are walking in rooms like you own them because you finally understand. You do. There's a roar rising within you, a roar that's been silenced for too long. That roar is your voice, your truth, your unapologetic power. And it's time to let it be heard. No more hiding, no more second guessing, no more playing it safe. The world doesn't need a watered-down version of you. It needs you, fully awakened, fully ignited, fully free. Every hardship you faced has been a part of your training. Every moment of silence has been a sacred pause before the symphony. Every breakdown has carried the seed of a breakthrough. And now, all of it is culminating into a moment that will change the trajectory of your life forever. The wait is over. The veil is lifting. And the spotlight is turning in your direction. There are forces working behind the scenes on your behalf. Doors you didn't knock on are about to swing open. Opportunities you didn't expect are about to land in your lap. Resources you didn't ask for are about to pour in. And all of it is tied to your destiny. All of it is confirmation that you've been marked. And now, the marking is manifesting. The people who overlooked you will wonder how they missed it. The ones who doubted you will be stunned into silence. The ones who counted you out will have no choice but to watch as you ascend. But your rise isn't about revenge. It's about redemption. It's about showing the world what happens when someone dares to believe in their calling, even when everything around them says otherwise. You are stepping into a season where your name will be spoken in rooms you've never entered, where your presence will carry weight far beyond what you can currently imagine, where the seeds you planted in tears will bloom into gardens of legacy. You're not just succeeding, you're leaving a mark that will echo for generations. You've paid the price in silence. Now you will reap the rewards in overflow. The universe has kept the record. Every act of kindness, every moment of courage, every time you showed up when you didn't feel like it. It's all coming back to you. Multiplied, magnified, manifested. You are not here by mistake. You are not hoping your way through life. You are divinely positioned. You are strategically placed, and no weapon formed against you, no lie, no sabotage, no delay, can stand in the way of what is already written with your name on it. What's coming has your spiritual fingerprint on it. It's coded to respond only to you. There's a shift happening, a shift in your spirit, a shift in your surroundings, a shift in your favor. The things that used to weigh you down are falling off. The people who couldn't come with you are fading away. The heaviness is lifting. The path is clearing. Because destiny is making room for you. It's not just your time. It's your turn. Your turn to lead. Your turn to shine. Your turn to thrive. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop it now. You've been marked, chosen one. And because you've been marked, everything that was against you is losing power. Every delay is breaking. Every lie is crumbling. Every block is being removed. And every blessing is being released. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. And you will look back on this moment and say, this was the day it all changed. Not because of luck, not because of chance, but because you finally understood. Greatness has always been yours, and the world is finally ready to see it. You've been hidden for long enough. You've waited long enough. You've battled long enough. Now comes the reward. Now comes the unveiling. Now comes the moment where all that's been inside of you takes center stage. So walk boldly, chosen one. Speak clearly. Move with certainty. Let no one's doubt infect your belief. Let no one's fear dim your fire. You are the embodiment of purpose in motion. You are the definition of destined. And this This is only the beginning. The force of destiny behind you is unstoppable. The wave of greatness rising in you is undeniable. And no one, no circumstance, no person, no power can stop what's already been released for your life. The crown is already on your head. The throne is already waiting. All that's left is for you to step into it. And when you do, when you truly own who you are, the world will never be the same. Let them talk. Let them wonder. Let them watch. Because greatness isn't coming. Greatness is here. And it's you. They tried to count you out because they couldn't count the cost of what you carry. They didn't see the weight on your shoulders when you smiled anyway. They didn't see the nights your soul broke into a million silent pieces while the world thought you had it all together. They didn't see the spiritual warfare, the inner battles, the silent wars. But that doesn't matter anymore, because what you carry is too powerful to be overlooked any longer. You, chosen one, have walked through fire that was designed to leave scars. But instead of scars, you came out with light. Instead of bitterness, you came out with wisdom. You didn't just survive, you became refined, tempered, unshakable. And the truth is, the very thing that tried to break you became the very tool that made you indestructible. This is why nobody can stop what's coming. They didn't give you this greatness, and they don't have the authority to block it. They didn't anoint you. They didn't train you in silence. They didn't see the private transformation. You don't need their approval. You don't need their understanding. You only need your awareness. Because the moment you become aware of who you truly are, no outside force has power over your destiny. They can try to dim your light, but they can't put it out. They can try to ignore you, but the energy of greatness will always make its presence known. That's what you're walking with now. Undeniable energy. The kind that enters a room before you even speak. The kind that shifts the atmosphere just by showing up. The kind that makes people pause and wonder why they feel something different when you're around. It's your essence. It's your assignment. It's your mark. You've been marked with a frequency that only destiny can detect. And no matter where life places you, high or low, known or unknown, that frequency is always pulling your future toward you. You can't lose what's yours. You can't miss what's been coded in your spirit. You can't be denied when the doors were custom built to recognize your presence. You see, chosen one, this world has a strange way of resisting the rise of true greatness. It fears what it cannot control. But your power is not meant to be contained. You weren't born to obey the system. You were born to recreate it. Your voice, your mind, your presence, your purpose. They're all designed to disrupt mediocrity and activate divinity. That's why the path has felt so lonely at times. That's why the attacks came out of nowhere. That's why people fell off, ghosted you, envied you, betrayed you. It's not that you did something wrong. It's that your very presence challenges their comfort zones. Your very existence reminds people of what they're afraid to become. They don't hate you. They fear what your greatness reveals in them. But that's no longer your burden to carry. You're not responsible for their insecurities. You're not responsible for making yourself smaller just to protect their egos. You're not here to babysit fear. You're here to embody purpose. You're here to live out what was written for your life. And the truth is, your greatness is no longer asking for permission. It's making announcements. Your success will not be silent. Your rise will not be hidden. Your legacy will not be delayed. You've waited long enough. You've healed long enough. You've grown in silence long enough. This is your activation moment. Let them say it's too much. You are too much because you are more than enough. Let them call it arrogance. You are simply walking in authority. Let them criticize. The louder their noise, the clearer your path becomes. You've outgrown the places where you had to pretend. You've evolved beyond the limits that once boxed you in. You've expanded spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You've unlocked dimensions of yourself that others didn't even know existed. And now? Now you walk in the clarity of someone who knows what they carry. And here's the truth. When you know what you carry, you stop chasing. You stop begging. You stop proving. You stop justifying. Because what's meant for you begins to be magnetized to you. And that's where you are now. You've stepped into the energy of attraction. You attract what matches your frequency. You attract what honors your soul. You attract what serves your mission. And you repel anything that tries to pull you backward. This is a divine shield, not to isolate you, but to elevate you. Because where you're going, distractions can't come. Detours can't follow. Drama can't survive. There is a silence that precedes the sound of greatness. And you've lived in that silence for long enough. You've felt the stirring, the tension, the waiting. But now comes the release. Now comes the thunder. Now comes the arrival. Your name is being mentioned in places you've never been. Your presence is being prepared for platforms you never applied to. Your feet are about to touch ground that was held sacred until you were ready. This isn't just elevation. This is destiny's embrace. This is life bending around your calling. This is the divine universe orchestrating details in your favor. You've been tested, stretched, and refined for this very moment. And it doesn't matter what came before. The delay, the rejection, the loss. All of it has been preparing you to handle what's coming next. And what's coming next isn't small. It's not average. It's not forgettable. What's coming next is legendary. You're not stepping into success. You're stepping into legacy. A ripple that changes bloodlines. A movement that awakens souls. A rise that makes history. And it all begins the moment you decide to stop holding back and start fully showing up. Not as a version of yourself that the world is comfortable with, but as your full, radiant, fearless self. Unedited, unapologetic, unshakable. You've been marked, chosen one. Not to blend in, but to stand out. Not to follow the crowd, but to lead the shift. Not to please people, but to fulfill prophecy. And no matter what storms you face, no matter who walks away, no matter what resistance comes against you, remember this. What's in you is greater than what's around you. Your soul knows the way. Your light has never dimmed. Your path has never disappeared. It's been hidden until now. And now, the universe is clearing the stage. The spotlight is turning. The curtain is rising. And all of heaven is echoing one truth. Nobody can stop what's coming for you. Get ready. Your name is about to be recognized by destiny. And your future? It's unstoppable. They underestimated you because they couldn't define you. They tried to label you by your past, tried to measure you by your mistakes, tried to limit you by their own expectations. But what they didn't know was that you were never meant to fit into their boxes. You weren't made to be understood by the average mind. Because what you carry, chosen one, is beyond comprehension. It is divine. It is ancient. It is sacred. There's a weight to your purpose, a frequency to your energy that sets you apart the moment you walk into a room. And whether people admit it or not, they feel it. They may not always know how to articulate it, but they know something shifts when you're present. They know something elevates when you speak. That's because your voice carries vibration. Your presence carries momentum. You don't just change environments, you awaken them. But let's be honest, this path of being marked for greatness has not been easy. It's come with pressure, with isolation, with painful pruning. Greatness doesn't come gift-wrapped. It comes with spiritual labor. It comes with being misunderstood, misjudged, and misused. It comes with shedding layers you thought you'd need forever. But you did it. You kept walking. You kept evolving. And now you're standing on the edge of everything you've been prepared for. You've been underestimated your whole life. You've been seen as the underdog, the outsider, the misfit. But chosen one, what they failed to realize is that being overlooked was the greatest blessing of all. Because while they were watching the spotlight, you were developing in the shadows. While they chased applause, you were cultivating depth. While they rushed ahead, you were building endurance. And now the tables are turning. You've become a master of rising silently. You didn't need to announce your process. You didn't need validation to grow. You didn't need a crowd to know your worth. You grew through the quiet seasons. You healed through the heartbreak. You trained through the pain. And because of that, your foundation is stronger than ever. You don't just look unshakable, you are. That's why the universe is aligning in your favor now. Because you proved you could hold it. Because you showed you wouldn't fold under pressure. Because you honored the process even when it didn't make sense. And when someone can be trusted in obscurity, they can be trusted with visibility. That's what's happening now. You're being trusted with the next level. This isn't hype. This isn't hope. This is confirmation. Confirmation that every step mattered. Confirmation that the pain had a purpose. Confirmation that the silence had a sound. And that sound is the rhythm of your breakthrough. It's beating louder now. Can you feel it? That hum in your spirit? That pull in your chest? That's the signal. Greatness is here, and it's calling your name. No more doubting yourself. No more shrinking to fit. No more apologizing for being powerful. You didn't come this far to dim your light. You didn't rise through the fire to sit in the ashes. You are not here to be invisible. You are here to be impactful. You've been marked, not to follow the pattern, but to break it. You've been chosen, not to survive history, but to make it. And what's coming into your life now is going to reflect who you really are. Not who you had to pretend to be, not who others tried to mold you into, but your authentic, fully embodied, divinely designed self. And here's the truth they won't tell you. When you're truly walking in your power, you don't need to chase anything. You attract it. You attract abundance. You attract favor. You attract divine partnerships. Not because you're lucky, but because you're aligned. Alignment is your superpower now. And because you're aligned, things that used to confuse you will start making sense. Patterns that used to repeat will break. Battles that used to drain you will dissolve. You're no longer fighting for a seat at the table. You are the table. You bring the value. You carry the blueprint. You are the asset. The same people who dismissed you will watch you become undeniable. But don't waste your breath explaining. Don't burn your energy trying to convince. Let your life speak. Let your success echo. Let your peace be proof. You've outgrown the need for external validation. You've entered the season of divine confirmation. And in this season, you will walk into rooms where the favor goes before you. You'll step into moments that feel like divine appointments. You'll look back on everything that once broke you and realize it was building you. Every delay was divine. Every setback was sacred. Every wound became a window to deeper wisdom. This is why you couldn't quit. This is why your spirit kept whispering, "Keep going," when everything else said, "Give up." Because you weren't just fighting for survival. You were preparing for arrival. And now you've arrived. You've arrived at the doorway of destiny. You've arrived at the threshold of your breakthrough. You've arrived at the moment where your greatness will no longer be a secret. You've served in silence. You've sacrificed in private. You've healed without applause. But now, your reward is public. Your rise is visible. And the world is about to witness what heaven already confirmed, that you were always chosen. So take your place. Claim your space. Own your essence. You don't need to wait for a sign. You are the sign. Everything that's coming is tailor-made for the version of you that refused to give up. And nothing can stop that now. They tried to delay you, but time bends for the chosen. What seemed like detours were actually divine alignments. Every so-called setback was sacred choreography. The wait wasn't punishment. It was precision. The delays weren't denials. They were divine pauses. preparing you for a level that required more than potential. It required power. And now, that power has matured in you. You don't just carry greatness, you've become it. You see, Chosen One, the very reason they couldn't stop you is because they never understood the source of your strength. It wasn't your talent, though you have plenty. It wasn't your looks, your knowledge, or even your strategy. It was something deeper, something invisible, something eternal. It was the anointing, the mark, the seal. It's what made you rise when others would have drowned. It's what gave you vision in the midst of the fog. It's what kept your soul from collapsing when the weight of the world sat on your chest. That seal was your confirmation. It was the signal to the universe that this one is mine. And when you're marked by that kind of power, everything hits differently. Yes, the attacks come harder, because your presence exposes shadows. But your protection is thicker. Your intuition is sharper. Your discernment is divine. You start to notice how people show up when your energy rises. You begin to see who was sent to support and who was sent to distract. But none of it can stop you. Because the momentum now behind you isn't human. It's not manufactured. It wasn't bought or borrowed. It's been built through pain, through process, through persistence. It's been shaped by nights of wrestling and mornings of rebirth, and now it's undeniable. This next level doesn't require performance. It requires presence. The world doesn't need a version of you polished to fit their standards. The world needs you, raw, powerful, whole. Because what's rising inside of you is not a trend. It's not temporary. It's not negotiable. It's legacy. It's kingdom. It's change. And Chosen One, no matter who tries to copy, compete, or confuse the narrative, they cannot counterfeit what was coded into your very being. You didn't learn your greatness from a book. You remembered it in your soul. You awakened it through your walk. You activated it in silence. That's why nobody can match you. They can try, they can mimic your moves, they can mirror your style. But what they can't steal is your spiritual signature. They can't download your anointing. They can't replicate your favor. Because what you have wasn't given by man. And therefore, it cannot be taken by man. You are covered differently. And that covering is what will carry you through every threshold that seemed unreachable. The gates that were locked are now sensing your presence. The frequencies that once ignored you are now vibrating in sync with you. The very atmosphere around your life is shifting because your destiny is demanding its manifestation. This is what it looks like when your calling catches up to your courage. This is what it sounds like when your power stops whispering and starts speaking. This is what it feels like when alignment overtakes effort. And what you once had to chase now chases you. The abundance is already on its way. The right people are already circling your field. The platform, the opportunity, the breakthrough, they're all orbiting around your energy. Not because you begged for them, but because you became the person who could hold them. And now you hold the code, the frequency of fulfillment, the blueprint of breakthrough, the pulse of purpose. This is why you couldn't die in your valley. This is why your soul kept choosing light even in the darkest places. This is why the universe kept pushing you forward, because your impact is non-negotiable. Your destiny is essential. Your voice, your vision, your vibration, they are required for what's coming next in the collective evolution of this world. You're not just rising for you. You're rising for those who forgot their own power. You're rising for those still stuck in survival mode. You're rising to remind others that greatness is not a matter of chance. It's a matter of choice. And you've chosen. You've chosen to evolve. You've chosen to remember. You've chosen to rise. And now, the universe is responding with favor that makes no sense. Resources that you didn't earn in the traditional sense. They'll be gifted to you. Not because of status, but because of spiritual inheritance. Opportunities that bypass logic. they'll land at your feet. Not because of who you know, but because of what you carry. Relationships that feel like destiny. They'll align without force. Not because you tried to attract them, but because your energy called them. Everything is about to accelerate. And you'll notice the signs. A sense of peace in your spirit, even when the outer world is chaotic. A clarity about who you are and what you're here to do. An inner knowing that what's coming is not a maybe. It's a matter of when, and that when is now. The time of hiding is over. The season of waiting is done. The silence has served its purpose. Now comes the unveiling. The world will try to tell you to slow down, to play it safe, to be humble. But chosen one, your greatness is not arrogance, it's alignment. Your power is not pride, it's purpose. Don't shrink, don't soften, don't step back. Stand. Because this part of your journey is about standing in your full glory. It's about being seen, heard, respected, not for who they want you to be, but for who you truly are. And when you do that, when you embody the fullness of your destiny, the people who are meant for you will find you. The doors that are meant for you will open. The abundance that's meant for you will flow, because you've been marked. Not just once, but over and over by every experience that shaped you, every challenge that forged you, every moment that refined you. You didn't just survive, you emerged. And now the world will see the version of you that was always written in the stars. Not a whisper, not a shadow, but a force, unstoppable, uncontainable, unforgettable. Because no one, not a single soul, can stop what's already been sealed in your spirit. You are no longer waiting for your time. You are the time. There is a sound rising in the spirit, and it has your name in it. It's the sound of alignment, the sound of divine orchestration, the sound of purpose catching up with preparation. This isn't just another season, chosen one. This is your activation zone. You're not walking into blessings randomly. You're walking into them by design, because you didn't just hope for this moment. You were built for it. You were forged in fire for what's coming. You were tempered through pressure for this level. Every part of your journey, every chapter of your life has led you here. You've passed tests that no one saw. You've endured lessons that nearly broke your spirit. You've survived battles that would have made others fold. And still, you rise. Chosen one, your days of struggle are over forever. And this is not just a hope. This is a divine decision. What you've been through was never in vain. Every tear you shed, every night you stayed awake in pain, and every silent moment you endured when no one else understood. They were all part of a greater plan. Now, the winds have shifted. The energy that once felt heavy around you is breaking open into light. You are stepping into a new vibration, one that resonates with peace, flow, and divine alignment. This isn't just a break in the storm. This is the end of the storm, and the sun is rising for you now. Before we go further into this powerful message, stay with this video until the very end. There is energy here, one that moves through the screen into your spirit. It lifts, it heals, it activates. If you're here, it's because your soul led you. You're ready to receive confirmation. You're ready to feel that shift in your bones. Also, I encourage you to write your warmest wishes in the comments below. Let them breathe life and come into form. And don't forget to include the number 99 with your message. That number holds a sacred vibration of completion and divine reward. The old is finished. The new has arrived. Wishes do come true. And now, yours are being energized by the entire universe. Now, chosen one, like this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. You've been forged in the fire of hardship, but you were never meant to stay in it. You were being prepared, not punished. You've gone through seasons where nothing made sense, where you did all the right things, stayed true to your heart, and still felt like everything was against you. But the truth is, it was never against you. Life was aligning itself behind the scenes, arranging the exact moment where the curtain would rise, and you would step into a new act, a new reality. That moment is now. The decision has been made. The struggle is over. You've entered the phase where ease begins to flood in, where clarity replaces confusion, where divine timing overtakes delay. This isn't about pretending that the past didn't happen. No, it happened, and you've earned every ounce of what's coming next because of it. But now, the weight you carried doesn't belong to you anymore. It's being lifted. The nights you spent worrying are being replaced with peaceful rest. You are about to remember what it feels like to live without constant survival mode, to breathe without tension in your chest, to look ahead and feel hope, real, grounded, tangible hope. You've already paid the price, in faith, in patience, in heartbreak, in disappointment. And now, you are about to receive the harvest for seeds planted long ago. What didn't work out before wasn't a denial, it was divine redirection. What you thought you lost was only the illusion of lack. The truth is, nothing good ever left you. It was just delayed so that it could return multiplied. What's coming now is not just what you hoped for, it's what was always promised to you. And the promise is being fulfilled. You are no longer in the season of wandering. You are in the season of arrival. The cycle of waiting and wondering has ended. The answers are coming, the doors are opening, and the pain is dissolving into purpose. Even if you can't see it fully yet, something within you can feel it. There's a shift, there's a new lightness. The burdens are falling away because God decided. That's the final word. Not fear, not rejection, not lack, not struggle. God decided. And what God decides, no man, no system, no situation can reverse. Look at how far you've come. You've walked through fire and still held on to your vision. You've endured the silence of prayers unanswered and still kept showing up. You've lost things you thought you couldn't live without. And yet, here you are, stronger, wiser, more aware. You carry a power now that wasn't there before. You carry a grace that was born out of your persistence. And that grace is what's opening every new chapter ahead. There were times when you didn't even know how you made it. Times when the weight of it all should have broken you. But something divine kept you. Something bigger than you carried you forward when your own strength failed. That wasn't an accident. That was protection. That was preparation. That was proof that you are chosen. You are here for something great, and every trial was proof of your strength, not your suffering. You didn't just survive those dark days. You transcended them. And now, the light you once searched for in others is rising within you. The peace you once begged for in the external world is blooming inside your heart. You're no longer fighting life. You're flowing with it. Your soul is no longer buried under the weight of your past. It's expanding, awakening, taking up space. You are no longer shrinking to fit into struggle. You are expanding to embody your divine assignment. You are becoming the version of yourself that struggle tried to hide. The miracles that once felt far away are stepping forward. The timing that once felt delayed is now divine. The opportunities you once chased are now being drawn to you. The support you once longed for is now arriving in unexpected forms. The way has already been made. The answer has already been spoken in heavenly places. The shift has already happened, and you are walking into it now. Your life is catching up to what your soul already knows. There's no need to go back and try to figure it all out anymore. You don't need to replay what you could have done differently. The past has no hold on you now. Its only role was to prepare you for this season. And in this season, you are being held by a power greater than you, one that has already decided your victory. You don't need to earn it. You've already qualified through your endurance. You've already proven your heart. You've already stayed the course. Now, all that's left is to receive. And receiving doesn't mean chasing. It doesn't mean working yourself into the ground just to feel worthy. It means standing in your truth, knowing you are enough, knowing you are supported, knowing you are safe now. This is your resting place. This is your soft landing. You've come through the wilderness, and now you are standing in the promised land of your peace. The fruit of your patience is ripening. The reward for your resilience is showing up in full. You're not going to have to force anything anymore. What's for you is going to flow to you with ease. That's the difference between the old season and the new. In the old season, you were proving. In the new season, you are receiving. And it feels like home. It feels like exhaling after holding your breath for years. It feels like looking around and realizing the battle is over. The storm has passed. The sun is shining. The heaviness is gone. And yes, you may still have days that feel hard, but even then, you'll handle them differently. Not because life is perfect, but because you've changed. You've grown. You've matured spiritually. You've remembered who you are. You've reconnected with your divine source. You're not walking alone anymore. You never were. But now, you know it. You feel it. And that knowing changes everything. It unlocks your path. It magnetizes your miracles. It seals your victory. So breathe deeply. This is your confirmation. This is your sign. This is your divine signal that everything you've been waiting for is already in motion. You're not behind. You're not forgotten. You're not being punished. You are being positioned, and you are in the exact right place at the exact right time for a breakthrough that changes everything. Let the struggle fall away. Let the old identity dissolve. Let the weight of survival lift. You are not that story anymore. You are not that pain. You are not the loss. You are the light that remained, the strength that endured, the soul that kept rising. And now, you are the testimony of what happens when faith refuses to give up. The doors are opening. The blessings are aligning. The favor is pouring. Your name is being spoken in rooms you haven't even entered yet. Your path is being cleared in places you can't even see. Because the decision was made, and the decision is final. Your days of struggle are over. Forever. It is done. You are no longer the person who once begged for scraps of peace in a storm. You are no longer the one who tolerated what drained your soul just to get by. You are no longer the vessel of silent pain, quietly breaking while pretending to be strong. That version of you is gone. You've outgrown it. You've outlived it. You've evolved from it. And now you are stepping fully, boldly, unapologetically into the light of your becoming. This is what the end of struggle feels like. Not just a moment of relief, but a shift so permanent, so undeniable that you feel it ripple through every cell of your being. The trauma you carried, the fear you held, the disappointments you buried, they are being dissolved by the truth of who you really are. You were never meant to carry pain as your identity. You were never meant to confuse survival with worth. You are not what happened to you. You are not your delays. You are not the silence you were met with. You are not the rejection. You are not the struggle. You are the light that kept glowing anyway. You are the miracle that kept showing up. You are the promise that could not be destroyed. And now, the heavens are responding to you accordingly. There's a grace washing over you that you don't have to fight for. You don't have to prove anything anymore. You don't have to convince anyone that you deserve love, safety, abundance, or ease. God already decided. The matter has been settled. This isn't something you have to chase anymore. It's something that is chasing you. Goodness is running you down. Peace is seeking you out. The favor of the divine is folding itself around your life like a warm blanket after a long, cold journey. You are being carried into your next season with supernatural momentum. You might be wondering, how do I know this is real? How do I trust that this is not just another fleeting feeling? Another moment that passes too quickly to hold on to? Because something inside of you is different this time. You can feel the ground under you changing. The anxiety that once felt constant is beginning to loosen its grip. The hopelessness that once echoed in your mind is growing quiet. The fear that once wrapped around your future is losing its voice. Because now you know you are not walking this path alone. Now you know that something bigger than your pain is working in your favor. You've walked through the fire and come out refined. You've walked through the dark and emerged as your own light. The struggle didn't steal your power, it revealed it. It stripped away the false versions of you and left you with something unshakable, something divine, something untouchable. You are more than the pain you've survived. You are the wisdom it gave you. You are the faith it taught you. You are the clarity that came through the chaos. And now, with all that knowledge and all that strength, you are being lifted into a realm where struggle has no access. This season will feel different because you are different. You're not waiting for permission to be happy anymore. You're not postponing your peace until everything looks perfect. You're not depending on external validation to believe in your worth. You've already decided who you are. And that decision is unlocking the kind of life you used to only dream about. The kind of life where you're not constantly worried, where you're not always explaining yourself, where you don't have to defend your dreams to people who don't see your vision. There is a divine hush settling over your storm now, a sacred calm that says, rest. It is done. You're not climbing uphill anymore. You're soaring, not because there's no effort involved, but because the resistance that once held you back is gone. The inner war has ended. The self-doubt is fading. The wounds are healing. The heaviness is lifting. And for the first time in a long time, you're breathing deeply again. Not just with your lungs, but with your soul. There's no need to fear what's next. What's next is what you were born for. What's next is peace without conditions. What's next is joy that doesn't vanish when circumstances shift. What's next is provision without pressure. What's next is flow, alignment, divine orchestration, where once you fought for every little breakthrough, now they're arriving on their own, as if the universe itself is finally catching up to your frequency. And that's because it is. You've leveled up spiritually. You've aligned. You've risen into the vibration of abundance, ease, and truth. And the universe always matches that frequency, without fail. That's why things will begin to feel almost effortless now. Not because you're doing less, but because you're no longer doing things from fear, desperation, or survival mode. You're doing them from a grounded place, a peaceful place, a place where you know who you are and where you're going, and more importantly, who's walking with you. No more repeating old cycles. No more letting struggle define your identity. No more shrinking to make others comfortable with your light. No more pretending you're okay with less than you deserve. That season is over. And not just over. It's buried. It's behind you. You don't have to go back and fix it. You don't have to make sense of it. All you have to do is keep moving forward, because where you're going is unlike anything you've experienced before. Your peace is returning. Your smile is real again. Your spirit is light. Your energy is magnetic. You're attracting things not because you're chasing, but because you've become the version of yourself that naturally draws miracles. You've become the evidence of what happens when a soul refuses to give up. You've become the reflection of divine timing at work. You've become the living, breathing confirmation that yes, the struggle was real, but so is the victory. And now that victory is finding you in ways you never imagined. It's showing up in conversations, in sudden opportunities, in new connections, in peaceful mornings, in unexpected blessings, in things working out better than you planned. Because when struggle leaves, favor fills the space it once occupied. And your life is being filled with favor now. It's being flooded with the goodness that once felt out of reach. The blessings are not just on the way, they're already here. You'll look back at this moment and realize it was the turning point. Not when everything changed outside of you, but when everything changed within you. When you decided to believe that you were chosen. When you realized that the pain you endured had purpose. When you stopped begging life to be kind and started receiving the kindness that was always meant for you. The tears you cried in silence have been answered. The nights you spent wrestling with fear have not gone unseen. The prayers you whispered through trembling lips have echoed through eternity. And the answer was always yes. Yes, you will overcome. Yes, you will rise. Yes, you will be restored. Yes, your joy will be greater than your suffering. Yes, your days of struggle are over, forever. So walk boldly now. Carry your head high. Let your shoulders relax. Let your energy soften. You are safe now. You are seen. You are supported. You are stepping into a season that honors everything you went through. You are entering the fulfillment of every promise that once seemed too far to touch. You are becoming the embodiment of what it means to endure, to believe, and to receive. Your only job now is to trust, to keep walking, to let the past go without regret, to stop apologizing for your journey, to stop explaining your transformation, to stop carrying weight that doesn't belong to you. This life you're entering, it's yours. You earned it. You were always worthy of it. And now, by divine decision, it is yours to live fully. Welcome to your new beginning. You're beginning to see with new eyes now, not just the world around you, but yourself. You're starting to recognize the strength you carry, the wisdom you've gained, and the light you radiate, even after all you've endured. The version of you that walked through struggle with quiet courage has become the version of you that walks through peace with grounded power. You no longer need to prove your worth to anyone. You've already proven it to the universe. You've already proven it to yourself. And that's all that matters now. You are not living in waiting anymore. You are living in fulfillment. The seeds you planted in faith are beginning to bloom. The dreams you nurtured in silence are starting to take form. The vision you held in your spirit when no one else believed is now becoming reality. And it's not because of luck. It's not because you stumbled into a blessing. It's because you stayed aligned with your truth, even when everything around you told you to give up. You stayed true to your light. And now, that light is guiding you into everything you were destined for. The struggle was never meant to last forever. It was a doorway, not a destination. It taught you how to trust your inner voice. It forced you to release what didn't serve you. It stripped away the illusions, the attachments, the false identities. And now that those layers have fallen away, what's left is the real you, the powerful, divine, unstoppable version of yourself that has always been there, quietly waiting for the space to rise. This version of you doesn't just survive. This version thrives. You're not fighting to be heard anymore. You are being heard. You're not begging to be seen. You are seen. You're not pushing for validation. You are validated. Not because others gave it to you, but because you gave it to yourself. That's the real breakthrough. That's the true end of the struggle, when you no longer need outside permission to own your greatness. Your soul is at peace now because it knows the worst is behind you. The lessons have been learned. The karma has been cleared. The cycles have been closed. And ahead of you is a clean path, not empty, but filled with potential, not uncertain, but wide open with promise. You don't have to tiptoe anymore. You don't have to look over your shoulder, waiting for something to go wrong. That energy is gone. The atmosphere around your life is changing. The frequency you live in has upgraded. And you earned this. You didn't take shortcuts. You didn't betray your spirit. You walked through it all with grace. Even when you were breaking, you chose integrity over convenience. You chose faith over fear. You chose healing, even when it was messy and exhausting. And now, all of heaven is echoing that choice back to you, with blessings you can't even explain. Things are going to start falling into place, effortlessly. The same areas that once felt like closed doors will now swing open. The very things that once drained you will now empower you. The relationships that used to feel like constant battles are being replaced with ease, love, and reciprocity. You don't have to fight to be understood anymore. You are aligning with people who speak your soul's language. You are attracting opportunities that feel like home. You are entering spaces that honor your energy instead of asking you to dim it. There's no more room in your life for what kept you small. No more time to entertain distractions, doubts, or delays. Your path is clear now. Your focus is sharp. Your heart is open, but your boundaries are strong. You've become the guardian of your peace, and no one gets to take that from you again. You're not afraid to walk alone if it means staying in alignment with your purpose. You're not afraid to start again if it means starting from truth. This new season won't look like your past. It won't feel like survival. It won't taste like bitterness. It won't sound like disappointment. This season is flavored with joy, colored by clarity, grounded in grace. It's not coming to test you. It's coming to reward you. You've already been tested. You've already walked through the valley. And now, the mountaintop is calling. You can rest now. Not because there's nothing more to do, but because you've entered a flow where doing doesn't feel like striving. It feels like creating. It feels like being used by something higher, something divine, something that has been waiting for you to reach this exact moment. The struggle was the setup. The setback was the preparation. The silence was sacred. And now it's all turning into a symphony of purpose. Look around. Life is responding to you differently because you are responding to life differently. You've shifted your vibration. You've said goodbye to the version of yourself that accepted less, tolerated toxicity, and compromised your spirit just to feel safe. You've said goodbye to fear-based decisions, to patterns that kept you stuck, to energies that couldn't grow with you. You've said goodbye to survival mode, and hello to a season of divine expansion. This is what arrival feels like. It's subtle at first, a feeling in your chest that you don't have to rush, a quiet moment where you realize you're not waiting for the other shoe to drop, a peaceful smile that comes from nowhere because your spirit is finally at ease. It's the sense that everything, even the things that didn't make sense, are part of something sacred. And now, the sacred is showing up in your life, in visible, tangible, undeniable ways. This is the point where your faith becomes fact, where your hope becomes history, where your dreams become daily reality. Because the decision has been made, not just by you, but by the divine. Your name has been called. Your victory has been assigned. Your breakthrough has been scheduled. And no delay, no detour, no darkness can change that. From this point forward, you're not going back. You're not returning to what broke you. You're not revisiting the patterns that kept you spinning. You're not replaying the same old chapters. You're done with that life. Done with the struggle. Done with the settling. Done with the self-doubt. You're moving forward with clarity, with courage, with calm, and with certainty that you are covered by something higher than logic, something greater than fear, something more real than any obstacle that tried to stop you. You are not here by accident. You are not listening to this by mistake. Your soul brought you to this message because it is time. Time to receive what's yours. Time to walk in freedom. Time to stand in fullness. Time to live without fear. Time to love without limits. Time to lead with power. Time to rise without apology. Let this be your declaration. The struggle is over. The season has shifted. The chapter has closed. The pain has served its purpose. The lesson has been learned. The decision has been made. The page has turned. And from this point forward, your life will only reflect the peace, the prosperity, the purpose, and the power you've always carried inside, now made visible for the world to witness. Chosen one. Now that the struggle has been lifted, you are finally free to see yourself clearly, without distortion, without pain fogging your reflection. For the first time in a long time, you're not just looking at the person who survived. You're witnessing the person who is meant to thrive, and what a beautiful, unstoppable force you truly are. You are no longer trapped in the echoes of old stories that kept you in cycles of survival. You've been released from every agreement your spirit once made out of fear, lack, or unworthiness. The chains are broken. The loops have ended. You've stepped out of the old identity that was built around struggle, and you're stepping into the identity that was built by divinity, the real you. Not the you shaped by hardship, the you shaped by purpose, the you molded by vision, clarity, and grace. You don't owe your loyalty to pain anymore. You don't have to be bound to the false belief that suffering is your identity. Suffering may have introduced you to yourself, but it does not define you. You are more than what hurt you. You are more than what tried to hold you down. You are more than what delayed you, silenced you, and underestimated you. And now, your life is rising to match the truth of that. It is rising to meet your true reflection. You are beginning to understand what it really means to be chosen, not because life was easy, but because you were entrusted with divine strength. You were handpicked to endure what others couldn't, not as a punishment, but as preparation for leadership, influence, and impact. You carry an energy now that others can feel, the energy of someone who has been through the fire and come out glowing, the energy of someone who has broken through the walls of limitation and is now walking fully in alignment with their higher calling. You don't second-guess your worth anymore. You don't tiptoe around your gifts. You don't minimize your intuition. You're no longer hiding in the shadow of someone else's expectations. You've stepped into the full light of your becoming. And with that light comes unstoppable momentum. Where once you moved cautiously, now you move with divine confidence. Where once you hesitated, now you act with knowing. Where once you held back, now you pour out, because you know your source is endless. Everything about you is shifting, not because you forced it, but because you finally aligned with what was already yours. You're not becoming someone new. You're simply removing the residue of struggle that once blocked your true essence. That's why this transformation feels so powerful. It's not an addition, it's a return. A return to your original divine design, a return to ease, a return to peace, a return to your rightful state of grace. You're starting to understand why the struggle was so intense, because the blessing is so massive. What you're stepping into now is not ordinary. It's not typical, it's not small. It's abundance that's been collecting over time, waiting for the moment you were ready to hold it. And now you are ready. Your heart is open, your mind is clear, your spirit is prepared. There is no resistance left. You're no longer attached to the past, and that means the future is finally free to find you. Watch how things begin to move for you now. Watch how swiftly doors open. Watch how people begin to notice your light without you even trying. Watch how effortlessly the right resources appear, the right timing unfolds, and the right energies align. This isn't coincidence. This is what happens when divine timing collides with divine identity. This is what happens when a soul stops striving and starts receiving. This is what happens when God says, now. Now is your moment. Now is your breakthrough. Now is the shift that changes everything. And no, it's not temporary. It's not fleeting. It's not a lucky break. It's permanent. It's promised. It's yours. You don't have to fear losing it because it's not built on manipulation or force. It's built on foundation. It's built on alignment. It's built on the divine decision that your days of struggle are over. And no force can revoke what heaven has confirmed. Let this truth settle into every corner of your being. You are no longer the version of yourself who needed to hustle for scraps of happiness. You are no longer begging for opportunities. You are no longer chasing healing in places that hurt you. That cycle is broken. That season is done. You are whole now. And that wholeness is the magnetic force pulling in everything meant for you. Peace is not a distant destination anymore. It's the baseline of your new life. Prosperity is not a dream you fantasize about. It's the reality being built around you. Joy is not rare. It is your new atmosphere. Love is not something you tolerate in crumbs. It's flowing in abundance, starting from within you. And all of this is happening not because you performed, but because you aligned. Because you finally believed the truth about yourself. Because you finally agreed with heaven.